Town Talk Radio Productions brings you this edition of the Town Talk Show, where you'll get information and insight on what's happening all across Terry County, including city, county and school news, civic events, people of interest, and much, much more. And now, here's Town Talk.
Good morning. Welcome to the Town Talk Show. This is Danessa Churchill. I'm here with Kelsey Slaughter, and we have Alex from the Guar plant here with us this morning. We are going to find out all about the Guar plant and kind of how it came to be in Brownfield, and just some other, find out what they do and lots of other good stuff. But first, we're going to hear from some of our sponsors. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
When it comes to delicious food, great wine, and an inviting atmosphere, look no further than the Triple D. The Triple D offers not only unique food items on their menu, they also have an excellent assortment of your favorite wines to go along with your meal. Located in downtown Brownfield, the Triple D isn't just a restaurant, it's also a great place to enjoy a glass of wine while listening to some of the best in live entertainment. The Triple D is open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Friday evenings between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. Check out their Facebook for daily lunch specials, as well as their live entertainment schedule. Call 637-0243 or just stop by their location at 519 West Main. The Triple D, your first stop for fun, food, and wine.
Brownfield ISD, providing opportunities for all students to excel. Exhibiting success in academics, athletics, and band. Staying in front of technology using smartboards, iPads, and Google Books. Great facilities, including a state-of-the-art indoor practice field and training center. Uncover the opportunity. Brownfield ISD, committed to excellence.
Once again, welcome to the Town Talk Show, and welcome, Alex. Thank you for being with us this morning. I will let you introduce yourself. I don't know that I can pronounce your last name, so I'll let you do that for us.
It is a long one. Good morning, everybody. My name is Alex Muravyov, and I manage Guar Resources, the plant here in Brownfield. Give you a little bit of history about myself. I was born in Russia and moved in the United States about 20 years ago. And last 18 years before I moved here to Brownfield, I was residing in Houston, running various manufacturing facilities for different companies. And as many of you know, in 2014, the current investors of Guar Resources bought a company out of bankruptcy that was named West Texas Guar. And after that purchase was made and the debt to the farmers was taken care of by current investors, the decision was made to upgrade the former facility to the brand new, fully automated, state-of-the-art plant, basically tripling the capacity, and not only manufacturing guar splits but also manufacturing guar gum. So we better understand what we're talking about. Let me give you a little hints about where guar is used and a few simple steps, or a few basic steps, how the manufacturing of guar gum is going, so you will know a little bit better what we're talking about. Guar gum is a product derived from naturally grown beans, guar beans, and guar beans are legume that's grown in West Texas, including, and east of us, around Vernon area and Knox City area. We contract local farmers to grow guar beans for us, and when we get guar beans, there are two major steps to process them in guar powder. One is called manufacturing the splits out of the beans, and then the first result, splits, is being fed into the powder plant itself, and the powder plant grinds the splits to make guar powder. Guar powder, guar gum, is used in the United States in two major ways. One is oil and gas area, where they use it in drilling fluids and fracking fluids, and it probably accounts to about 50% of all guar used in the United States. The second biggest use of guar is actually as a food ingredient. And to better understand what guar gum is doing, I'll say a couple of maybe somewhat scientific terms. Guar is actually a hydrocolloid and viscosity modifier, which means it does two things. It basically helps to provide a body or viscosity to liquids in which it's dissolved. And the second thing it does is it helps to keep elements in suspension in the liquids where it's used. And those two main characteristics of guar basically dictate where it's used. For example, if it's used in ice cream, even in small amounts, it helps to keep the ice cream smooth, thick, and viscous. And more importantly, it helps to keep the water dissolved, so when the ice cream is frozen, it doesn't have the ice crystals. Nobody would probably want an ice cream with ice crystals that you feel on your teeth when you eat it. Same applies to usage in oil and gas field. For example, when they drill and they want to remove the sand and other deposits from the drill hole, guar helps to keep them in suspension, being a hydrocolloid. And again, when it's used for fracking fluid, it also provides viscosity modification, or making the fluid a little bit thicker, so they can transfer more pressure, and it helps to carry sand in those liquids. After we talked about where guar is used on two major steps of manufacturing, I want to give you a little bit more history about the plant again. The original facility that was here in place, that was bought out of bankruptcy, had only the first step of manufacturing properly working, basically getting the beans and cracking them, separating the hull and protein from splits. And then the splits were sold to various customers, which would be making powder. The current management in 2014 made the decision that we want to go all the way from the beans to the final product, guar gum. And since the manufacturing facility that we had in place was old, outdated, and put together with the equipment that was not necessarily designed to process guar, we basically made a decision to build a brand new building and get a brand new manufacturing facility. Equipment that's designed for guar, and our supplier that made the equipment for us, with our input, went an extra mile and basically automate a lot of operations that's going on inside the plant. To our knowledge, it's the most advanced and most automated guar plant in the world. The business concept of Guar Resources is a bit unique for the United States. Majority of guar imported to the country from India or Pakistan, which account to about, together combined, over 90% of world production of guar. We are the only plant in the United States that takes beans and goes all the way to manufacture the powder. There is no other facility in this country that makes guar powder from beans. Other powder plant that exist in the United States, they actually buy splits from India. So after they went through the first manufacturing step, and they make powder here. And there are various reasons for that. Main one probably is that the Indian government does not want to allow free export of guar beans. They want to make sure that some steps of the manufacturing and money associated with it stay in India. So we are basically doing something that they may not like, but we think, again, it's more important to do it here in this country. So we can call our guar gum completely made in the United States. It's somewhat important for some customers, especially in the food business. And again, we are the only ones. And we are basically, as far as we know, again, the only buyer of guar beans from the farmers that grow them. And guar beans for the farmers provide somewhat unique opportunities, because guar, being a legume, introduces a lot of nitrogen back into the soil when you grow it. So you can expect higher yields from any other crop that you grow after guar. It's a low input crop. It doesn't cost much to plant. And according to our calculations and some of our farmers' response, you can actually make money growing guar, and it kind of makes sense. So not only we are providing the farmers with another option in the planning plans, We also are proud of being part of the community in Brownfield here, and we employ about 38 local people, meaning not only from Lubbock, but 38 people from Brownfield. We provide training for them. All of the jobs that we have at the plant can be called skilled jobs. For example, being a fully automated plant, we need people that can program, maintain, and operate automated facility with automation provided by Siemens, one of the biggest name in the world in automation, industrial automation. And we are actually sending our people to classes where they can get trained, and they do well. The team at the plant is shaping up, and pleasantly I can say that we are a good cohesive team that's capable of doing a lot of things, capable of using the equipment to its fullest potential. We still have a little problems, obviously, because the plant was basically just started late last year, but we are ironing out the kinks, and production is going at almost full speed. When we utilize both lines, we will be able to produce about 12 million pounds of guar gum a year.
Wow.
Which is a relatively large manufacturing facility even for people that make guar powder here in the United States from Indian board splits. And I want to remind you, we are doing it from the beans, the only ones here in the United States.
And so right now, when you've told us that your plant runs year-round, is that correct?
24/7, year-round, yes. We are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week manufacturing operation. In processing business, when you have a line, it's very important to keep running it at all times, because every time you stop and restart, first of all, you may have problems with the equipment. The equipment does not like to be stopped or restarted. It likes to be running. At the same time, again, the highest yields from the production line and highest quality is achieved when the plant is running non-stop. Obviously, we do have maintenance, plant maintenance shutdowns, and right now we are doing really well on unplanned shutdowns, so the emergencies, basically. The last one, to my knowledge, was a few weeks ago when we had a power shortage because it was a strong wind, which was fixed within a couple of hours, and we were back up and running. And again, I mean, it's thanks to the team, we are doing much better.
And so, do your employees need any prior experience in this kind of work, or do you completely train them?
Well, we got to remember, being a unique plant, in any part of the country, it would be difficult to find people that would have skills to run this particular facility. So in reality, we have no choice but hire people that we believe can be trained and we believe can be successful at the job. And we are providing the training ourselves. Maintenance personnel, obviously, is a little bit more generic, so we like people that can weld, we like people that can fabricate. But again, I mean, even in those facilities, having few people that are very good at those skills, we still provide training even for maintenance personnel at our location. But the production operators, the heart of the plant, we have no other choice but train them.
Are you currently fully staffed?
Right now, I think we have only one open position for the plant operator.
Okay.
And well, I must say that anybody who listens and wants to try us can stop by the plant and fill an application. We are always in search for good skilled people and good people that can be trained.
Okay. We are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will find out more.
At Clinic Pharmacy, we monitor all your prescriptions so you don't have to. Why is that important? It's vital for your pharmacist to check for drug-to-drug interactions with every prescription you fill. And with more than 136,000 prescription drugs available in the United States, you need a caring, dedicated pharmacist to be sure that one prescription you're taking won't interact negatively with a new prescription. Caring for your health is what our professionals do best. That's Clinic Pharmacy, 901 Tahoka Road here in Brownfield, 637-7049.
Neighbor, can I borrow your lawnmower? Good afternoon, neighbor. Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Hey, neighbor, it's me again. Can I borrow your running shoes?
You can't choose your neighbor, but at least you can choose two of your favorites from the McDonald's McPick 2 menu.
One great offer, two of your faves from McDonald's McPick 2 menu. Pick any two for $2.50, like a McDouble burger, a McChicken sandwich, or small fries. See store for details. For a limited time, prices and participation may vary.
Welcome back to the Town Talk Show. This is Kelsey Slaughter with Danessa Churchwell, and we're speaking to Alex from Guar Resources. And when the investment company acquired the plant and sought to make the changes, can you kind of walk us through that process? What changes had to be made, and what consultants you spoke with, what that looked like?
Well, the main change, obviously, is buying a brand new manufacturing facility. And many of you probably saw the building being erected and equipment being shipped to us. Just to understand the scope of it, I'll give a few numbers. The building, when the building was built and we received the equipment, we had 2 fields across the road from the building, full with equipment. And it came in 50 containers from overseas. So the first challenge was actually unload it, sort it, place it on the property, make sure that nothing walks away from the property, because a lot of equipment is big and heavy, but some piping and some other smaller pieces, we had a little bit of a worry. With the help with local police department, we actually I can pleasantly say that we accounted for every piece that was shipped to us,
wow.
And nothing had disappeared. So it was a nice news for us when we finished. And then little by little we started moving the equipment inside the building and build it, basically, put it together, connected it. And obviously, again, it's a kind of unique plant with a lot of automation. We had to have a help of consultants from the manufacturer. There were basically 2 main teams that spent some time with us here. The first team is erection team that helped us to make sure that we are connecting the equipment in the right way, installing it correctly. And the second team helped us on the start of the plant and commissioning of it, setting up the proper parameters and make sure we can run it. And again, I'm happy to say that they've done their job, and our local guys got trained so well that I can probably say that we do know about this plant maybe more than the manufacturer of the plant themselves. The last consultant left our company, going back to India to his manufacturing company in February, and even by then, for about a month, we were basically running the plant by ourselves with minimum help from him. So that speaks a lot about people that basically took the plant, state-of-the-art plant, never seen manufacturing facility of that complexity, but learn it, again with help from the consultants and on our own, and are able to take over and run this plant.
How many hours a day were you spending up there in the early stages, getting everything, learning all those
being
parts?
Absolutely honest, I don't count, and if I would, I'd probably get scared. It was a lot of hours and a lot of days, as you can probably imagine, yes. Everybody, our team, when we started, we made a conscious decision that the operators that would be running the plant should play an important role in actually erecting it and connecting it also. We wanted to make sure that, first of all, they understand how it works, not just on paper, not just looking at P&IDs and drawings, but actually seeing the equipment connected together. And second, again, we hope that people will be proud of building something that complex, and will take an ownership of the place, because we do believe in responsible people. Given the opportunity and the proper training, will be a lot more successful than somebody who is just hired to do a 8 to 5 job and goes home every day without caring about what's going on back at the plant.
Right. Can you share with us a little bit about how the community has received the plant and you and your relationships that you've developed?
Well, we think again that we are an important part of the community. We provide a decent amount of job here, and again, not only the plant operators, but also the farmers that grow beans for us and get paid by us. There is such thing as called multiplier effect in the economy, right? And it basically says that every dollar you pay to your employee directly is basically benefiting 3 other people. So looking at almost 40 people that work at our plant, 38 of them are local. If you multiply it by 3, it's basically people plus 3 beneficiaries. So it's direct or indirect income for about 200 people in this town. We think it's important. We are working closely with the city management, getting some help and support from them. There are a few challenges that we are currently discussing and overcoming. One, as we mentioned, skilled labor is a bit difficult to find around here, and the city actually is working right now on a training program which will benefit not only us but any other employer that's going to come and be a part of brownfield, because as you probably understand, more skilled labor you have in a town, more likely people will build facilities here, not necessarily maybe manufacturing, but even service facilities, stuff like this. The second thing that we had to work with the city, and still working on it. City of Brownsville did not have industrial rates for the electricity use, and us being probably the biggest by far user of electricity in Brownfield, we obviously wanted something that puts us in a competitive environment with, for example, people in Lubbock, people that use same amount of electricity. And I'm happy to say that our work with the city management in this case is progressing well. Again, I mean, I want to make sure that I mentioned, yes, we have those issues that we are working on and overcoming them, but those issues that we will fix, hopefully, and it seems like we are fixing them, they will not benefit only us, they'll benefit any other manufacturer or service company that will decide to be part of Brownfield. So we are not doing it only for us, we think we are doing it for Brownfield, we are doing it for people that live here.
And how does that work when you are in touch with the farmers? Do they come to you? Do you go to them if they decide that they want to work together?
Well, we will do it by every avenue possible.
Okay.
We have 2 agronomists on our staff that know guar. One of them actually is a farmer that grows guar and believes in the crop. And he grew guar for years before he even joined Guar Resources. We are working with Texas Tech University Research Department. We are working with AgriLife, Texas A&M University stations here. We are trying to approach farmers anyway, show them the benefits. It's a little bit easier to talk to people that grew guar in the past because they know it, and we are basically just discussing the price in this case. One thing that we understand, we need to make sure that people get paid for doing it because of the history in the past, the previous management. Right now, for example, for this past growing season, we've got all of the beans from the farmers, and every farmer got paid in full. And we intend to keep it that way. Simply speaking, we do what we promise, and that's basically the best way of conducting business, in our opinion.
And you had previously mentioned in an earlier conversation about the turnaround time of them turning in their crop and when they got paid. You said
we are trying to make sure, not trying to make sure, we are making sure that every farmer gets paid within 60 days of delivering the crop to us. Okay. And in most cases it's sooner than that.
We have a few minutes left, so would you like to give, tell us where you're located? And some people, I don't think they've probably seen your building, but they don't realize that that's what it is. So do you want to tell us your location?
We are basically on the corner of West 5th Street and Railroad Avenue, which is on the west side of town, I think, when you come in from Lubbock. You can see it from Lubbock Highway, coming in probably from about a couple of miles, maybe a little bit more. Again, I mean, come stop by if you think you can be a part of our operations team. Leave your fill out the application, and we'll look into it. And if you think about growing Guar, I mean, also welcome. Stop by the office, and we can talk, and even give you a tour of the plant so you know what we're doing.
And you guys have a website as well?
We do have a website, yes, www.guarresources.com, and you're welcome to visit the website, obviously. I believe we do have a Facebook page also, but I'm not sure how you can find it. But myself, I don't even have a Facebook account. I still live in 20th century, kind of.
That's okay. That's not a bad thing.
Not that you would have time to check one anyway.
Not that I would have time. You're absolutely right, yes.
Is there anything else you want to say before we close out the show this morning?
Well, I wanna say again. I mean, thank you for everybody. First of all, thanks to the team that works in the plant, and I understand and appreciate the efforts and the magnitude of the task that they were given and to be completed. We will get better and better and better, I believe, in moving forward, not backwards. Thanks for the community, city management also, that we have a productive relationship. Special thanks to the police department. As I mentioned, nothing disappeared while we were building the plant. And we hope to be an important part of Brownfield going forward for a long time.
Okay, well, we hope the same thing for you guys, and thank you for coming in this morning, telling us about the Guar plant, Guar Resources, and a little bit about yourself. I know you said you wanted the focus to be on the plant, but we thank you for giving us just a little tidbit about yourself. This will be up on our Facebook page later today, so you can go back and listen to it and share it. And thank you to our sponsors for supporting the show, and thank you to our listeners for tuning in each day. And we hope that you have a great day. This was Danassa Churchwell
and Kelsey Slaughter.
You've been listening to The Town Talk Show, a broadcast of Town Talk Radio Productions. If you would like to comment on our show or promote your civic or church event, or if you have an idea for an interesting story, give us a call at 806-637-0030 from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or you can drop us a line at info@towntalkradio.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day.